Hi everyone, it's Mike from SEOT Mindset. I create content to help people get better, and I'm looking for people who can do the stuff in this video. I'm looking for entrepreneurs, teacherpreneurs, people with stores, people who are trying something new on the internet, people who are trying a side gig, people who are trying a side hustle, people who are trying to figure out how to make your side hustle your full-time hustle. All of us. I'm looking for people to share their stories about some of the things they're trying as they try to figure out how to make ends meet and get better. So watch the stuff in the video. And if this is something that you think you can do, there's a link in the description that will tell you more information. All right, check it out. So I'm looking for people who can write an article of 500 words or more about what their goals are to whatever their entrepreneurial adventure is. So this is an example of one that I wrote for this 1x5 challenge, and I call it the 1x5 challenge because eventually I'll make a resource for teachers to do with their students, and then the final output will be writing one article that is one article that's 5 paragraphs long. But I am doing the exact same challenge, slightly modified with entrepreneurs on Fiverr or other places. And so Fiverr is a marketplace where you can sell your services, and the minimum gig is $5. And so what I tend to see with new Fiverr writers is they'll offer 100 words per dollar. That's the starting rate usually. So basically 500 words with research for a blog post article that sells for $5. That's what I'm targeting here. So that's what I'm offering with the incentive. So entrepreneurs, I'm speaking right now to entrepreneurs who want to do this 1x5 challenge with the understanding that we're writing articles that teachers can then show their students about real world people who are trying to, figure out how to make things work and survive and thrive in this gig economy. So this is my article here. This is one that I did today, and I think this one has 1,200 words, but you only have to write 500 words in the 1x5 challenge. So this is the virtual handout package that goes with the 1x5 challenge. It's on a platform called Easel by TPT, which is Teachers Pay Teachers Digital Tools. And essentially, it'll have a slideshow that walks through this SEOT goal setting process. And the links will jump to different parts in the slideshow, and each page in this digital tool will tell you where to read. So you read the instruction box, you fill out the answer boxes, and the answer boxes, when you type in them, will automatically expand. But when you click out of the answer box, it'll shrink back and you can see the regular formatting. There will be check boxes or check marks that you can click and drag around to show that you've done things. And finally, in the top right hand side, there's a document icon that when you click to it, it'll jump to the end where the personal reflection is, and then you can click that blue eye button to jump back to the help page, or you can jump around to the different pages of this virtual tool. And we'll use that later on because you can copy and paste some of the brainstorming that you do along the way and use it in your final write-up. So the mission specs are to go through this SEOT goal setting slideshow, slides 1 to 55 in this first part here, and it'll walk you through the different slides for each handout page. You type in the virtual handout package, and then at the end, I'm looking to get one personal reflection that is 500 words from entrepreneurs and 5 paragraphs from students, from teachers doing this. So there are 10 pages in this digital handout package. The first page here, basically you'll click on the slides, and then the bottom left, you can go through the different slides. Just go through at your own pace. It's pretty simple stuff here. It'll walk you through the goal setting process. It's not rocket science. It's pretty common sense stuff, but sometimes common sense isn't all that common. And so the point of the goal setting resource is sort of to help focus and provide a process for students and people to achieve their goals. So the handouts will look slightly different from the paper version, which you can see on the right-hand side, with this modified version in this virtual handout tool. And that's just basically because I want to focus the conversation here in terms of doing one goal. I'm going to speed up the screen recording here. Basically, I'm going through the goal setting slideshow and then filling out the text boxes. Now in this example, I'm actually doing the 1x5 challenge myself and trying to get more clear on my vision for my entrepreneurial adventure. If you watch all the way to the end, you'll see that some of the ideas from the brainstorming page in the handouts make it in my personal reflection writing, and other ideas I'll probably save for later, maybe another article, because this is the first of a series of challenges. There's a 1x5 challenge, and then I'll probably do a 2x5 challenge, a 3x5 challenge. You get the idea. Now, on a paper handout, I definitely wouldn't write this much, but on a virtual handout, I can type pretty quickly. Plus, later on, I know I can cut and paste ideas from these text boxes into the personal reflection article, so I don't mind writing in full sentences here. By the way, this gig took me around 80 minutes to do from start to finish, not including a coffee break and a walk with the doggy. So I think it probably took me 40 minutes to go through the slideshow and fill out the virtual handout, and then another 40 minutes to combine my notes and write the article. Remember, I wrote around 1,200 words. You only need to do 500 words for this 1x5 challenge, so you should probably be able to do this gig in under an hour. All right, I want to point out a few things about writing the personal reflection. The virtual handout page is designed so you can click on links to jump to different parts of the virtual handout. I like to open the links in new tabs, but it's up to you. And you can copy and paste things. I'm looking to hear your thoughts about your goal and what you're trying to achieve in this entrepreneurial adventure. You don't have to be an awesome writer to do this challenge. It's more about the story of your journey. But I will point out a couple of writing tips that I will be adding to the student version of the 1x5 challenge. You're welcome to use these tips, and in fact, that's probably a good idea since then it provides more examples for students to look at. You don't have to use all of the ideas from the previous brainstorming pages. You can pick and choose the ideas that go with the story that you're writing. When you do copy-paste ideas, please make sure to write sections so that the writing flows. You might have to add transition words or expand on ideas for things to make sense. Otherwise, it's going to read pretty choppy and it'll seem like a bunch of copy-pasted ideas. When you write, please write in the first person. You're welcome to use a formal tone or an informal tone. It's up to your personal style. You can also write using a pseudonym or your real name. It's up to you. But a key part of this challenge is to write with a growth mindset. The point of the writing is to give real-world examples to middle school and high school students about what a growth mindset looks like. Okay, so what does that mean? Dr. Carol Dweck has a TED Talk about her research on mindset. I'll put a link in the video description. Essentially, a fixed mindset is where you believe that you're born with a set amount of ability, and that's just the way it is. So you're either good at math or you're not, you're good at art or you're not, you're an athlete or you're not. A growth mindset is when you believe that you can improve with effort, practice, and by learning from mistakes. So a pivotal part of her research is that everyone has moments where we're in a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. And when we catch ourselves in a fixed mindset, we can choose to put ourselves in a growth mindset by remembering it's about process. When we find ourselves saying, I can't do this, or I didn't go to business school, or I'm not a business person, or I can't make money, we have to pause and reframe the idea. Instead of saying, I can't do this, reframe the idea as, I can't do this yet, and then start wondering about how you might be able to do this. So in this challenge, when I ask for you to write with a growth mindset, it doesn't mean everything is perfect and there are no obstacles or struggles. Far from it, actually. There are always obstacles and there are always struggles. And there will also be times when we say fixed mindset things. So I don't want a fake personal reflection where we delete the obstacles and fixed mindset ideas just to make things sound perfect. This isn't Instagram. Rather than deleting the fixed mindset ideas, just simply acknowledge them as being in a fixed mindset and then try to reframe it in a growth mindset way. In her book, Dr. Dweck admits that even she sometimes slips into a fixed mindset and has to catch herself and reframe things in a growth mindset way. Don't forget, we can be in a fixed mindset for some aspects of our lives and a growth mindset for others. Leave a comment if you find yourself more often with fixed mindset thoughts or growth mindset thoughts about your entrepreneurial adventure. It changes over time. Oh, one more thing. Although this 1x5 challenge is a personal reflection, please only share what you're comfortable sharing with the world. It goes without saying that I will be creating teaching resources from this commissioned writing, so please remember this is a public document. Again, you're welcome to write for me under your real name or a pseudonym. For more information about how to participate in this SEOT Mindset 1x5 challenge, or for a complete list of gig specs and a writing style guide, please check out the link in the video description. If you like this kind of stuff, or you want to follow me in my journey to figure out how to earn a living from the internet, please like and subscribe to this channel. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye now. Hey, what happened? Oh, you dropped your chew. Yeah, I know. I'll get you the treat. Should we go for a walk? Yeah. A walk? Yeah, okay. Right after this video? Okay. Say goodbye, Ubu. See ya.